thank you for watching the video. My name is Yumi Ridsdale. I'm an acupuncturist and Chinese herbalist in Cambridge, in Ontario, Canada. I'd like to talk about COVID-19 and how Chinese medicine plays a good, important role of treatment in China. This is my second take. Because my first one that I put up on YouTube, main message was the same, but the table was questionable, and then some people couldn't get over the fact that the table was not fair for other countries, and I understand that, and it wasn't the focus of the lecture, but because to be fair with other countries, I redid my table, and now it looks like more probably what is going on. And here's a little disclaimer before we start. So this information that I'm sharing does not replace any reports and announcement given by WHO or Health Canada. This video is just showing how I analyze the recovery rate differences in different countries with other information from internet news such as CBC. If you have symptoms of unusual cough or fever, you must consult with your doctor. This video is not meant to insult ongoing sleepless efforts of doctors and nurses who help patients with COVID-19. There is only respect for their dedication and bravery. This video is not meant to insult researchers or staff and whoever being involved in developing specific medicines to cure COVID-19. This video does not focus on why treatments are more challenging for some countries. Rather, this video focuses on why China's recovery rate is good. Okay, so let's start. No worry, because I'm talking, so I'm coughing. So in this lectures, I'm gonna talk about briefly what is COVID-19, what is coronaviruses, and then I'm gonna talk about what are Western approaches, and then what are Chinese medicine's approaches, and maybe a realistic prevention of it. So, what is COVID-19? It is an infectious disease caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronaviruses. We know that. This disease was first identified in the winter of 2019 in Wuhan, in China, March 11th in 2020. So 3 months later, WHO declared the 2019-20 coronavirus pandemic. As of this is 17th March 2020, more than 200 cases of COVID-19 have been reported over 160 countries and territories. So more than 8,000 people have died, and more at this point. Today is March 23rd. More than 81,000 have recovered. Currently, 17th of March 2020, there is no known cure, no vaccination, no specific antiviral treatment, and that is true at this point in 23rd of March. Treatment efforts consist of symptom alleviation and supportive therapy. So, here's my new table. So it's not really magic number, but here you go. So the compared to when I did it in 17th, the chart was from the 17th. So this is a week later. Now USA, which was here, was replaced with Iran, and it's on the third place. China is empty here because when I was making the table, it was empty, but just before I left, it was 39. Another thing that makes me unsure about doing this lecture is that I know that at least what I heard, that the China's the total cases number is not including those who is positive with coronavirus without any symptoms. So I don't know how other countries' total cases are. However, little questionable here, but we're gonna continue the lecture. So this is 81,000 patients with symptoms who have coronaviruses. But total, now that the active cases in China is only 6%. Their peak was February the 12th when they had like more than 10,000 people with new diagnosis of COVID-19. So now it is 6%. So this was where it was, I guess my previous table was a bit unfair because most of the cases closed in China. So I redid it. So now a percentage of the recovery rate among total closed case is 96%. Most of the people seems to be discharged from hospital with a negative sign of coronavirus. Italy, where is right now is the most serious pandemic is happening, is 60,000 people of total cases, and 78% is active cases. So considering how rapidly and massively it's happening, I think Italy got rid of 22%. However, within the 22% of closed cases, recovery rate is just above half, 56%. Yeah, and USA here, it's really new. So it's been 23rd today is 2.5 weeks in USA. So I think they are just so. And I heard most of it happening in New York, so it's concentrated. So I believe that the hospital in New York is in like massive panic right now. I will believe. So that the active case is 98%. 2% that they closed. Among the recovery rate is only less than 30%. One remarkable country that I should truly mention is Iran. Iran was here a week ago, and now it's 6th place in the total case numbers. Their active cases is 57%, so close to half of the cases they closed it. Among them, 82% is a recovery rate. So they're doing something special that we should learn from Iran. They're doing something great. So this is a closed case, recovered cases versus diseased cases. This chart wasn't in my first lecture. So green line is a recovered cases, and then orange is diseased. They're all so the ratio between the recovered and discharged versus died. So China, so here's February 12th, they're at the peak, it's here. So their recovery rate is, say, what, like 75 to 78-ish%? That's their peak. But then, like, from this February the 2nd, about the 50-50, they are steady good. They are steady good. This is the beautiful chart of like how their treatment is working continuously. Italy, it's here. The number of the recovery is still more than the number of deaths, and then like it's truly remarkable considering what's going on there. Iran, another country that's doing really well. That's here they were hit hard, but at this point they found something that works, and then after that, not as steady as China, but a considerably steady, good results. And the USA right now is not doing so well. But it's in the 2 weeks, within the 3 weeks, and this is happening in one. Most of the cases are in New York, so I think this is fair. I think I'm not criticizing any countries. Like I'm just showing it. I really want to focus on how China is doing well rather than how other country is in bad places. So I really want to focus on here, this beautiful charts of how the Chinese treatment is working, steady good. So why the recovery rate in China is so high? So high.